listen, Gherbo. Listen, y'all don't understand. Y'all should be saying fuck the industry, right? Because they the one, y'all, they the one doing you like that. Pooh! Pooh! Pooh, is that you? Pooh! No, not Pooh. Pooh Shiesty? Come on, gang. I'm gonna start back wearing my snitch likely mask. My snitch likely mask, right? If I found out your ass talking about fuck the streets. Thug, you a dress. You a clown, right? If you say fuck the streets, that don't make me mad, because you gotta be in the streets. If you ain't from the streets. Woo! Charleston White can join the streets. I swear to God, mama. For Charleston White to stand up and say he with the streets, it's kind of like y'all didn't understand he was street the whole time. Because y'all. I'm right back in us off mad conversation. I swear to God, mama. Stop playing with me. Listen, this rap that shit where we expose the industry and its tricks. I swear to God, mama. Stop playing with me. And listen, for everybody that's watching this, we're gonna expose a lot of industry tricks, right? Because the industry itself is a trick, right? A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think the industry is here to give you money, but the industry is here to make you funny. That's what I'm about. Hold up. Listen. Don't be alarmed, right? It's normal in the industry, right? Because everybody in the industry is working for somebody else. Let me tell you what I mean, right? Everybody in the industry is working for somebody else, meaning that they're not the ones that pay them. I know you think that, okay, I made this song, so the song is paying me. No. It's the middleman between you and your payment, right? That's why mama. But just rap that. So we're gonna go on and talk about these rappers, right? And Herbo, right? Herbo. Listen, if y'all know Herbo, well, all the rappers right now have been converting and they all doing streams now, right? If you look at the rappers, what's going on right now, I guess the rap music ain't doing what they expected to do. So all of them now are doing what you call content, right? So Herbo was doing content with his son. Y'all probably seen it, right? And his son asked a question, right? His son said, yo, can you do a song with NBA Youngboy? What? NBA Youngboy? What? Why the f would you say that? NBA Youngboy? Listen. I don't know if his son know, but NBA Youngboy kind of like outlaw from Chicago. Well, I don't know if he outlawed from Chicago. I don't even know if Herbo cool with Dirt. I don't even know if anybody cool with Dirt, because I don't see no free Dirt campaigns. I mean, it's been a free everybody else campaign, but I haven't seen a free Smirk campaign yet. If I was the one to guess, I think that everybody want Dirt to stay in jail. But listen, that's normal on the streets. Everybody wants you to stay in jail once you do something that's kind of bogus. This is what I mean by that. It ain't that you do nothing bogus. What you did bogus was you can't afford to pay their bills no more and give them shit no more. So they want to see you in jail, right? Because like, let me tell you this, right? It's a thing, right? I wonder, do kids have understanding of what they asking, right? Do Gherbo's son know that his daddy can potentially have a problem with the person that he asked him to do a song with? Is that possible, right? I don't know. But one thing about it, Herbo stayed silent, right? Was that silent disrespect? Or was he like not trying to get his son involved in it? I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I think that question was kind of like a question he wasn't expecting, right? And if you can't ain't like expecting a listen, hold up, man. Who the call your phone so many times back to back? Listen. If you're not, hold up, man. Hold up. Got me all the way up. Hold up, bro. Why the fuck would you call my phone all the times you see I'm not answering? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the? You just made my. Hey, bro, why the fuck would you call my phone all them times, back to back? No, you don't call nobody phone like that, bro. I thought that I called the wrong. You know who you calling, and then you text me all day. Stop texting me all that shit too. All right. That song is. I don't care about none of that, bro. You text me and call me all day for what? Like, what's your motive behind it? Stop calling me and texting me all day, bro. Unless we trying to do some business. Don't do that.
Okay, yes, sir. I'm trying.
Welcome to Rap That. Listen, back to G Herbo. I apologize for that. But listen, it get like that sometimes. Sometimes you get your number out. And listen, I don't got no problem with people calling me, right? Call me, but have something to say. A lot of times people don't have to say. They just call your phone just to call your phone, right? And that's what I mean by that. I can sit in the room with somebody and be silent, right? Because energy don't need words. I ain't got shit to say. You know who I am. I know who you are. The only time you got something to say when you trying to convince me to do something that you want me to do, right? Let me do what I want to do on my own, gang. You ain't got to send me your work. You ain't got to send me your content. If I see it, I see it. And if I see it, I like it, I'm going to tap in. That's how it work, gang. We talking about G Herbo and his son, and if he got beef with Young Boy, right? Listen, welcome to Rap That Shit, where we expose the industry and its tricks, right? So do G Herbo and NBA YoungBoy have problems? No, they don't. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? The industry kind of like doing bad right now, and they get paid off of beef, right? They get paid off of dying and beefing, and it's like got the memo and they ain't dying and beefing no more, all right? Ain't got time to do it no more for the industry, so that's kind of like what been going on, gang. So when it comes to G Herbo and NBA YoungBoy, it ain't no smoke, right? It never was no smoke, right? But you got certain bloggers and certain people on the internet that want to make it like it's smoke because like they page to go up, right? But listen, shout out to G Herbo and GD. You ain't got no problem with NBA YoungBoy, and I know it. I swear to God, mama. But, woo, Charleston White then join the streets. I swear to God, mama. Out of, come on, gang. Out of everybody, Charleston White then join the streets, gang. Listen, I just want to say this. Why Lucci? Why Lucci? I used to fuck with you. Right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Why Lucci, you got me through some tough times in the trenches, right? I put your in when I was in the streets. Let me tell you this, right? I had a light skin. I hated her to death. She cheated on me all the time, all my friends, and the only thing that got me through was you, right? I listened to all your shit. Think about having kilos, thought I knew the plug, and I ain't know shit. I was smoking crack, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. I wish I could take all that shit back, right? I don't want to listen to YFN Lucci no more. And I know that ain't you. It got to be a clone. I knew you was fat for a reason anyway. That's not you. Go in jail and send back out YFN Lucci. Because ain't no way YFN Lucci gonna leave the streets, right? Yo, you had a song called The Streets, right? How the f you gonna leave the streets, right? How the f you gonna say f the streets? Listen, and I was tripped off that because like YFN Lucci was like somebody I really f with, but I don't f with you no more, right? So just so you know, YFN Lucci, I don't f with you no more, right? And you doing it because Thug did it. Listen, come on. You and Thug in love. I get that part, right? Y'all in love because y'all both had to do what y'all had to do to get out of jail, right? I don't know. I don't know if you have to tell or get hit in it. I guess real street, they get hit in their ass first. Listen, you from Atlanta, is fucked up right now, right? Y'all ain't doing it right, but everybody knew that Thug was a snitch. Listen, let me say this, right? If I saw a clown, right? And this clown was meant to make me laugh. There's no way it can make me mad. This is what I'm saying. Thug, you a dress. You a clown, right? If you say f the streets, that don't make me mad, because you gotta be in the streets. You ain't from the streets. You ain't from the streets, Thug. Where you from? You from, right? And you can't never stay straight for 15 years, so that 15 years you got on layaway, and you're about to do it. Right? So, mama, listen, but everybody think they can run around and say fuck something like, we can say fuck the streets. How? How can you say fuck the streets when allegedly y'all supposed to be from the streets? And I said allegedly because ain't no way you can be from the streets no more, gang. It's just ain't no way. But not Pooh. Pooh, is that you? Pooh! No, not Pooh. Pooh Shiesty? Come on, gang. I'm gonna start back wearing my snitch likely mask. My snitch likely mask, right? If I found out your ass talking about fuck the streets, right? How can you say fuck the streets? I know when you went to jail, they ain't give you shit. You ain't had nothing on commissary from the streets. Because everybody know, listen, everybody looking for the streets to do shit the streets don't do. This is what the streets do. Let me tell y'all this. The streets, not gonna support you when you going up, right? They're not gonna do that. They don't know how. But if you up somewhere and you need some support because you down on your ass, the streets know how to do that. They know how to tell you to get your ass back up and tell you, look, man, everything gonna be good when you down. They just don't know how to support you when you up. Because they feel like when you up, they shouldn't be down, right? But that ain't got nothing to do with y'all saying fuck the streets because y'all don't understand the streets. So how the fuck can you be from the streets, right? So Pooh, the rap was anyway you just did. Nigga, that's why you can't freestyle for shit, Pooh. Listen, what Pooh? Pooh from Memphis? He from Memphis? They be killing shit in Memphis. I can't say that about Pooh, can I? Hey, can I take that back? Can we cut that part out? Oh, I love Pooh Shiesty. Listen, Pooh Shiesty, what up, Pooh? If Pooh say fuck the streets, it's fuck the streets. Fuck the streets, I'm with Pooh. Stop playing with me. Whatever I just said, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. Listen, I'm not with Memphis. They killing in Memphis. Memphis is the streets. So I know Pooh Shiesty ain't say streets. I would have to be tripping, right? I had to be tripping. I was tripping. That must have been Honeycomb Brazy. No, Honeycomb Brazy said he loved the streets. He part of the streets. I don't know who the fuck that was. I don't know. Listen, whoever that was, please forgive me, right? But listen, Pooh, somebody else said it. I just talked about him recently, but Herbo said it, right? But listen, hold up. Let me clear my throat. I just took up for you, Herbo. Right? I just said you was good. You, Gherbo, slide, beat it, fight slower. Like, damn, stop playing. Listen, no, man, no, listen, Gherbo. Listen, y'all don't understand. Y'all should be saying fuck the industry, right? Because they the one, y'all, they the one doing you like that. That's the industry. I shouldn't have did that. Why the did I just do? I'll be tripping. Stop. Listen, I gotta stay on topic. But this got me up because I'm trying to figure out Herbo. Y'all should be saying, fuck the industry, right? Because the industry the one got y'all on strings and making y'all do everything. It ain't in the streets. Come on, gang. This is like, to me, it's like, let's get to the point where I just hate the industry. And I don't hate shit, but it's kind of like a trick, right? The industry, they know that everybody get paid off beef, so that they get certain rappers to say f the streets, other rappers gonna say stand up for the streets, and then it's gonna be conflict, and then sales gonna go up. Welcome to Rap That Shit, where we expose the industry and its tricks. That's what I got, mama. Listen, now they got people that you know. Listen, this is what the industry do, right? Y'all let this internet stuff go to the streets, right? Now you got regular dudes that work a 9 to 5, running around saying f streets on their social media, and they ain't made it out the streets, and they gotta walk past street people, right? And what's gonna happen? They're gonna start getting hurt. That's why everybody in the quarter zips now, all this kind of weird shit. Y'all taking the internet to the streets. Listen, the internet is the internet, the streets is the streets. But I guarantee you, one of y'all goofies is running around saying fuck streets. Streets ain't got no heart. They're gonna fuck you up, right? Y'all gonna get fucked up, gang, because it's like this. It's like these rappers, they make it. Listen, I done saw some conscious people, right, that I know say fuck the streets. You'll run as soon as you see a street. Come on, gang, stop playing with me. How we gonna say fuck something that means so much to all of us? And I'm not saying that, I know what y'all say. I know what y'all gonna say. It was all streets bad. They ain't never hurt nobody. They ain't never did nothing. What if I say ain't no such thing as right or wrong, bad or good, right? What if I say that the wrong the streets did brought out good in people, brought out good in me, gang? Listen, I done witnessed so many people die. I don't want to see death, right? But I understand death, gang. And I done seen so many people suffer that I don't want to see no more suffering, right? I done seen so many people sick that I don't want to see no more sickness, gang. But no matter what, everything I just named is the right way and the only way to true enlightenment, right? You can't get enlightened unless you go through those things that we go through in the streets, right? You wouldn't even get a YFN Lucci if in the streets wasn't listening to the music, right? You wouldn't even get nobody, right? Y'all wouldn't have no money. Nobody would have gave y'all not one deal if it wasn't for the streets listening to the music, right? But guess what? Guess what? Don't nobody give a about the streets. And the that said the streets first, they retracted his statement. Come on, 21 Savage. 21 Savage, you retracted your statement. You said you could have said something better. See, that's the problem. See, listen, that's the problem. Be still. Peace, be still. People speak before they have processed that which they're trying to say. Let me tell you what I mean. People speak before they process their emotions. So now they speaking emotionally, and now when you say something, you gotta try to take it back. But the problem is you can't take shit back, right? Whatever you say is stuck here. Listen, all the commotion that you started, you got saying they ain't gonna shake your hand no more. You got saying fuck you. You think you saying, oh, I could have said it better, gonna make people change their mind. Yeah. I know people in the streets, y'all gonna change their mind. Y'all like, oh man, he said sorry. But me, I don't accept no sorry. I don't accept it. I accept the change, right? Because sorry is just one thing that's gonna come out, and it ain't coming out because he actually sorry. It's coming out because of the reaction that he got, right? Listen, if a was sorry, they wouldn't have said it in the first place, right? Listen, so you need to be sorry enough to check your emotions and check what you're trying to say the next time before you say it, right? Because what you said right now and what you did don't even make sense, gang. You ain't shit to me. What can you be to me? You can't be shit to me. Ask Boosie. You ask Juicy Booty Boosie. Now, listen, I can't say that. Listen, I don't know what's going on with Boosie and Gumby, right? And he supposed to owe Boosie. Boosie supposed to owe him 50,000, right? He supposed to be banned out of LA. I ain't got nothing to do with that on Hoover though. On GD, on BD, on Vice Lord, on Crip, on Blood. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't me, right? But Boosie, and we expected it, right? Because Boosie, listen, y'all don't know about Boosie, gang. I'm gonna keep it real. Boosie been around a long time. And who Boosie really with is Tupac, right? Listen, Boosie is thug life. Boosie live a thug life, right? And a drug life, right? I don't know about his son, right? His son, I mean, he want to be street. He act like it. But listen, I'm not saying Boosie's son not street, but I'm just saying that, well, he lived with his mama, and he grew up in the streets, right? But I don't know if he's street, right? Y'all got to check with Boosie about that. But when Boosie said that, I was like, you know what? I expected Boosie to say that. Because I expect the street to stand up for the streets when they getting paid off the streets, right? Everybody know that. But the person I didn't expect to say it was Charleston White. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. Charleston White. So Charleston White got to be the one to say it, right? And listen. And he went at everybody, but I'm going to say this. For Charleston White to stand up and say he with the streets, it's kind of like y'all didn't understand he was street the whole time because y'all was worried about the character. As soon as he left the character, he was in the streets making a difference. Let me say this. I've been with Charleston, talking to him, for almost like a week, right? Maybe two, right? And every day, he's calling my phone, telling me something that makes sense, trying to help me get me some extra cheese, right? So for real, I don't think that, he did nothing too bad to me, right? Because like, he trying to help me, gang, right? And like, I don't need no help, bitch, right? But it's like crazy. They call my phone every week trying to get me to come outside. Well, I don't know. Is he trying to set me up? I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is he keep hitting me up, trying to get me to get in the streets, because Charleston White always in the streets. That's why y'all barely see him on YouTube. But I'm gonna fix something that he said. Listen, Charleston White like fuck YouTube. Here's my thing, right? We love YouTube. We respect YouTube and we respect his guidelines. So Charleston White, let me say this. To go on YouTube, you gotta understand, you know how TV used to play? And like you had to follow a certain kind of things to get on regular TV? Like guidelines and shit, YouTube work like that, right? So the problem ain't YouTube paying. I make plenty money off YouTube. First of all, woo! You don't want to ask me about it. We make, yeah. I'm rich enough to fuck your mama, old enough to fuck your. That's what I got, mama. Listen. I ain't talking about you, Charles. I'm talking about everybody that's watching, because I've got a fan of myself. I get hot thinking about all this money. But there's a lot of money made on YouTube if you know how to follow the guidelines, right? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think they can do the things they want to do in other people's house. And I'm gonna say this, right? Though YouTube do get the money from the people that's doing that need the promo, and they do give me a share of that, right? They don't give me the full thing. And Charleston suggests we go get the full thing. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with going to get the full thing. And ain't nothing wrong with keeping a little bit of the share neither. Because like, I get to own my content, right? And I can publish it everywhere. I don't only gotta publish it on YouTube, right? I can publish it everywhere I wanna publish it, Charleston White. It don't really matter where I publish my because I own it, right? And here's the thing about going to do it for them for that money, Charleston White, we can't own it. They gonna get all the residuals, all that income. At least for YouTube, we get a check every month, right? And it's mine, gang. But listen, I'm not saying Charleston White don't got a good idea, but I'm saying that everybody got a good idea, do both. But Finesse 2 times. Come on, gang. Finesse. Finesse. Listen, I done talked to a lot of people about you, Finesse. I done talked to Maury, what's his name? Mark. FNG Mark. And listen, I'm putting this interview out, and everything he just said, I gotta get fried. It me up. I gotta get fried. Hold up. You got to cut this part out. I gotta get fried. I gotta go get the light. You have to cut that out. I gotta get the light. Well, you gotta cut it out. That's what you mad for. I gotta cut that part out. Listen, I know y'all still listening, but I gotta go get a light. Finesse 2 times. No. Yeah, I got a light on the stove, y'all. Yeah, I got a light on the stove. Listen, Finesse 2 times. I done talked to people from your hood. I done did some investigations. Ooh, I'll be right back. Ooh, it's that pressure. Yeah. And you better cut that out. If they tell me this part won't cut out, you fired. Because like, you don't never take time and you don't be cutting shit. I got to get fried talking about Finesse 2 times. Because he be on in there acting like a little geek. All right, listen, Finesse. Hold on, I got to get fried. What the f wrong with you? What's your problem? Act like you got some sense. Like you ain't got no sense. You don't know your mama watching. Your kids watching. Stop playing with me. You yourself like a geek. No. Listen, I Finesse 2 times, gang. He the streets. And I know everything he doing right now, y'all thinking like, oh, Finesse 2 times going crazy. Nope. It's content. That's to understand content. He didn't watch his brother, his mama, everybody else run up bags off content. He like, all you gotta do is get on in front of the camera and talk some shit. See, I'm gonna do that. And that's what he doing. But y'all don't recognize that. Y'all think that, hold on. Welcome to Rap That Shit, where we expose the industry and its tricks. I swear to God, mama, rappers didn't know how easy it was to get some money. They just didn't know. They didn't know they could just sit in front of the camera and talk some shit and get some money, gang. They didn't know that. They didn't know how easy this was. I swear to God, mama. But listen, this is why they didn't know, right? They didn't know because the industry always paid them in advance, right? They paid them before they did the work. So they never really knew what the work got them, right? They never knew. I'm saying like, it's like I drop an album, right? And I never know what the album made. They don't care. Like NBA Youngboy, they gave him millions of dollars before he went on the tour. All that money y'all saw him holding, that was the money he got before the tour. After the tour, Youngboy ain't get shit. Welcome to Rap That Shit, where we expose the industry and its tricks. They pay in advance. I thought, mama, they pay before they do anything. Let me tell you why. Because you're always gonna do more than what they pay you. So, mama, you're always gonna do it. A lot of people think, oh, I had terrible first week sales, and they got y'all stuck in the first week sales and all that shit. The first week sales don't even matter because the album could pick up close to the end and turn around and make all money, more money than the album that did good in the first week. That's the shit they don't tell you, right? See, everybody concerned about stats, but artists need to be concerned about making the best music again, right? Because listen, if you make the best music again, it's gonna automatically hit and go where it's trying to go, right? Let me tell you what I mean, right? And I know this, I do both. Listen, I make 2 types of contents, right? And y'all probably wonder why I make so many different kind of contents. But listen, different kind of content do different things in the algorithm, right? Content that with the mind, it may go up slower, but it lasts longer, right? All these contents when we talk about like the street It should be gone next week. It's probably already gone, but y'all gonna watch me because I can talk about what I want, right? But I'm just saying that shit fade fast because everybody got their attention everywhere. There's a lot of shit to do in the world, right? If there's a lot of shit to do in the world, then you ain't got a lot of places you can put your attention, right? And that's what people do. They put their attention everywhere, so now they ain't got a lot of time for you, right? And let me say this, right? And I just want to like clarify this, right? I can get why people saying the streets, right? Did they hurt me? Yeah. But everything that it did to me, it taught me, right? So it's like saying, you know, y'all should be saying fuck you or fuck the church, right? That's what y'all should be saying. But y'all ain't gonna say that. Y'all gonna say fuck the streets. Y'all gonna say fuck the people that put us in bondage, right? Listen, my people confused because they don't know, right? How the fuck I'm gonna get mad at people because they don't know, right? Listen, ain't no love. Ain't no real love. Listen, my people think love is attachments. My people think love is possessions. My people think love is when you give them something, right? But don't blame them who you think taught them how to love, right? So until people learn how to love, you can't go around judging people that love the way they love, right? You gotta accept they love, gang, and what y'all doing, y'all ain't showing no love to the streets, right? Because like, I'm gonna be real, gang. I wanna say the streets sometimes, right? Because people do me wrong in the streets, right? But let me say this. If I love lions and I jumped in a lion pit and the lions ate my ass up, that was my fault. I can love lions from a distance, right? I can throw the lions some food, right? I ain't got to jump in there with the lions, right? Until the lions are fully trained to walk outside the cage, right? A lot of people understand that, right? We are inside a cage, right? The streets are inside a cage, right? And that cage can only be opened through the mind, right? And that's the sad part about it, right? So when y'all think it's okay to run around saying people that's mentally and emotionally torn, right? You ain't gonna find nobody in the streets that ain't got trauma. And listen, and with trauma, your brain can't even open to the point where you can make a logical decision. That happened at the age of 25. But the problem is, your brain is stopped at the moment you felt your first piece of trauma, right? And that happened in the hood all the time. So everybody in the hood the same age, right? And that's sad, right? When you know that everybody the same age, even you goofies with money, even you ones in the industry, and they hand y'all a big ass bag, your brain still didn't have a chance to develop. That's what I'm on. And develop when you're 25. And a lot of times y'all get in the gaming industry when y'all 21, 20, 22, right? Because 25 is when this part of your brain open, right? It ain't open yet, right? Listen, welcome to Rap That where we expose the industry and its tricks. That's why I got mama. Listen, it's a lot of tricks in the industry, gang, and a lot of times we don't see them. A lot of times we do see them, we don't pay attention to them because a lot of times we are moving in what they call the rotation. Everybody in rotation, gang. Everybody doing the same thing last year they did this year. Let me tell you what I mean. Everybody about to celebrate Christmas now until they die. Everybody about to celebrate birthdays now until they die. Everybody about to celebrate all these holidays now until they die. And nobody never gonna ask themselves one question. Why? Right? So when I ask myself why, I realize this. Ask yourself if you're sitting at home. Who told me? Why did they tell me? And what was in it for them? Right? Listen, welcome to Rap That. We just exposed the industry and all its tricks, gang. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, gang. And listen, y'all know we're looking for people to come to the Content House, gang. Content House is rocking, right? 2026 is going crazy, right? Listen, I want to spend time to say this. Shout out to everybody that came to the Content House thus far, man. Like, the person I remember the most, I ain't gonna lie, is Solar Man, right? I love me some Solar Man, gang. Like, even went down there to And I think he in Texas somewhere. And I went down to Texas, came and saw him. It was like friction and up. He lost his car and I paid for his car to get right. And he got his car right and shit. But I'm like, damn. I really like Solar Man because he was somebody that I saw and I know I talked to, and he continuing to do what he was doing when he was in front of me, right? And he probably feel like, damn, Uncle ain't watching, Uncle ain't doing this. No, gang, I be planning and plotting and trying to see how I can add more value, right? Because like, I just want to add more value to what I do, and I don't think that I got it all the way right yet. So, I'm gonna keep on working on it. But I was Solar Man, right? You know what I'm saying? And even Fox, man, Fox. And Fox, he ended up having to leave, right? Because, Fox left because listen, he rich. He had the money. I'm like, cuz, look, I'm going up on the price. He like, all right, bet. He paid me. Then he left. I'm like, damn, gang, where you going? He like, nah, it ain't that. I just want to do something else, right? So he had the money, gang. But it's like a lot of times people don't see it the way I see it. I just want y'all to know this, that I appreciate all the support, gang, because like we've been rocking for a couple years, gang. We building more channels and we doing more shit. And it's like I can't do none of this shit. I wouldn't be able to do none of this shit if I wouldn't have stayed, dedicated to me, right? And just like really focus, right? Focus on making the best content and giving y'all the best content y'all love, right? So y'all can tune in to all my channels, right? We will have shows on every channel all week. They all different, right? Y'all know 607 Network, right? Wrap that. Y'all gonna get this show, a couple more shows, but this is what we're gonna do. Like, I talk about the rappers and all the tricks, right? And then we got Streets Unplugged, the podcast. This is what we over there defeating no jumper. Right? I'm just want to go, mama. We doing what we doing, man. So listen, like, share, and subscribe, gang. Y'all know you rocking, man, on GDB Vice Lord, on Larry David. Stop playing with me.